One of the more surprising announcements from the Game Awards 2022 was Judas, the next game from BioShock lead developer Ken Levine and Ghost Story Games. The leaks and rumors surrounding the next Ghost Story game may have led some to believe that Judas would be a very different experience from BioShock, but during the reveal trailer it was clear to see the tonal and gameplay influences in full by BioShock. Judas may still have some surprises in store, however, if Ken Levine's ambitious design philosophy pays off as intended in the game. As reported by game developer at the time, Ghost Story Games is the successor to Irrational Games. Ken Levine, best known for developing BioShock and creating its terrifying splicers, will continue to serve as creative director on Ghost Story. For the past 8 years, Levine has provided suggestions on how his next game will be structured, such as lecturing GameSpot at GDC on the narrative Legos that help create highly responsive and replayable video game worlds. Judas is too similar to BioShock. While Levine's ideas sound intriguing, Judas' reveal trailer appears to draw direct inspiration from his previous game, BioShock, in more ways than one. First, there's the aesthetic design of the world of Judas, which appears to be set on a huge ship where the government appeases the masses with hyper-stylized propaganda, an almost one-to-one reimagining of the beautiful and ever-changing Rapture City of BioShock. Also, the fact that Judas is a first-person adventure game in which the main character imbues his left hand with supernatural powers is all too familiar to BioShock diehards. Whatever the story behind Judas' development, it's clear that Ghost Story seems to be trying to recapture the magic of the original BioShock and appeal to longtime fans with nostalgic and familiar ideas. This is great news for some, but given the level of ambition Levine demonstrated in his GDC speech and elsewhere, the impact and anticipation of the Judas reveal is heightened by the band's involvement announcement that this is just another BioShock game. Invalidated. One could argue that ongoing rumors, leaks, and reveals about a new BioShock game inspired Ghost Story to create a rival title, but that's highly unlikely given that 2 Kelvin Games publishes both BioShock and Judas. Judas could still surprise. Judas being a direct successor to BioShock isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially since Levine is involved. Many members of the gaming community still fondly remember the BioShock games, and their influence is felt in many later released AAA games like Dishonored and Skyrim. If Levine is able to translate his ambitious ideas about global responsiveness and narrative Legos into a BioShock-style setting, Judas could be an incredible iteration of the formula, and his next game could be better than BioShock 4 ever was. There are already hints in the Judas trailer that replayability will be a key component of the experience, as Judas notes that his only way out of the ship is to team up with one of them and several unique characters. They were shown soon after. This points to multiple branching paths through the game's story, but it's nothing players haven't seen before, and Judas will need to bring more to the table to truly differentiate himself from the beloved BioShock. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and support my channel.